What's up, dabblers? Today we're replacing a faucet. My shower is cold. It's not the water heater. I actually have hot water, but we've got a lot of sand in our well, in our water, and it ruins the cartridge that's inside the thing. So I'm going to show you how to replace the cartridge. If you end up with only hot water or only cold water, it's probably the cartridge. So I'll show you how to replace that real quick. Dabble Pro. So the first step is to turn off your water. Got the water turned off. Now I'm going to go bleed the lines of any pressure. So the next thing, after you get the water turned off, open the valves and let any pressure bleed out of the lines. The more valves you can open, faster it'll bleed out. But there shouldn't be a whole lot of pressure, because all we're doing is draining just the pressure that's in the line, not the pressure tank, because of where that valve is. If yours is different and you have to turn off the pump, then you'll have to drain the entire pressure tank, probably, unless you're on city water. Next, take an Allen wrench. This particular one is 7/64. There's a little Allen set screw in the bottom of the screw of the handle here. You just undo that set screw. Don't drop it down the sink or down the drain. That would be bad. That's what it looks like inside. That set screw just goes in through a little hole and holds the handle on. After the set screw, there's a little screw that goes in there. Don't do that. Don't drop it down the hole. Oh, that'd be bad.
Very bad.
So that piece comes off. Then this piece is what you're supposed to be able to use to set your water temperature, but I've never been able to figure it out. I'm not quite that smart. That piece comes off. All these pieces come off. That leaves you with just the cartridge, which is this part. Sometimes you can get that out without taking this rest of this off, but it's usually easier to take that all off. Once you've got that off, there's just a couple screws here.
There's some long screws.
Once you've taken that piece off, this piece in here will rotate, but you don't want to rotate it. You want to remember where it was and keep it about where it was, because that's used to set your depth. So that little cover slides off. There's a little set pin right here, retaining pin. Get a pair of needle nose pliers and put it in there. Pull that retaining pin up. Make sure the water's off. Let me repeat that, because if the water's not off, you're going to get real wet real fast. So this is what the cartridge looks like. You can just buy replacements in Home Depot or Lowe's. It comes with a little thing of lube, but this one seems to have leaked all out. I bought this online on Amazon in the store, and they're $40 on Amazon. They're 20, so
It's a lot better on Amazon.
if you don't immediately need it, order it from Amazon. Comes with a new retaining clip, but probably we'll just use the old one. This piece is easily overlooked, but this piece is actually used to take the old part out. So pop that off, get yourself a crescent wrench, and this old guy. And quite often they're gunked in there. That's the reason they don't work. So you put this little plastic thing over the top of it like that. Get your crescent wrench. And crank on it if it'll crank. This might be a huge pain. That dang sand. Well, it wiggled.
Just a tad.
So, if you can get it to wiggle, that's a good thing. Sometimes you don't need these, but I've found, in my situation anyway, this thing's pretty critical. This is a puller for those. It basically does the same thing that that plastic thing did, except it's got a screw that you can grab a hold of it with.
Is that spraying water?
No, it's sand and crap that was in there.
Yeah, but it was like.
So that's the cartridge that we're replacing. Actually came out fairly easily. I'm just reaching my finger in there and trying to clean out any sand particles. There is a HC on it for hot and cold. You want to pay attention to the orientation of that. Sometimes in your shower that might be up, sometimes it might be down. If you put the shower together wrong, with that the wrong direction, whichever way it is for yours,
So basically upside down.
then when you turn on the shower, it'll be cold when it's supposed to be hot and hot when it's supposed to be cold. So just pull it out and flip it over. Bought a little tube of silicone grease. I'm just going to grease the O-rings. Just with a little. So when I pull it out next time, it's not as difficult. Inside this thing, can you hear it? There's a little float that moves back and forth. That's what actually tries to set the temperature of your water. Tries to balance the hot and the cold. That thing just gets gummed up with crap and stops working on mine anyway. On most of them. So once you get it greased up and the hole cleaned out, there's little rubber pieces on the side. You want to make sure that you don't knock those out when you're putting it in. Don't catch them on something. They need to go in there along the sides of the just like that. Don't forget the retaining ring. You drop it down in the wall, then you're screwed.
Luckily,
I guess that's why they send a new one with it.
so it kind of reverse leak. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, sure. Reverse leak, that's a thing. Let's go back in. I'm just going to leave it where it was. Don't tell Alicia.
She likes warm showers, huh?
Nope, she likes freaking hot showers.
Same with me. I know where I got it from now. Aha, I see how it works.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's magic.
that's pretty sick.
By sick, you mean throwing up all over?
No. That's your definition of sick.
That's the world's definition of sick.
That's what it was.
Other than little boys and little girls.
Daddy's just saying that because he knows that he uses it.
Sick, bro.
Fixed.
It's a
Wow, we're
fix.
putting it back together.
He didn't change the temperature though.
Hot shower. What? Hot shower. Here I
Said
go.
don't tell her, knucklehead. Too dang easy.
Whoa, that's sick.
Sick.
That's like extremely soft to spin.
Alright, let's go turn the water back on and see if it works.
We came upstairs to find this. Ugh.
When you turn the water off, anytime you turn the water off, it'll be full of crud. The lines settle and junk falls out, so when you turn it back on, you have to run it for a while. It's a good idea, but I never do. To take off the aerators on the things, because the crap that's coming through will plug them up.
And you guys might want to with your... Is it warm?
Nope, it's cold right now.
And you're enjoying it?
Oh yeah, baby. That's a hot shower.
Whew.
Yeah. Hot shower. Hot shower.
I'll turn the video off. Okay.
That's how you do it. Easy peasy. Thanks for watching.